Hey, it's the Midnight Raven, and today we are looking at 35 dumb Christmas traditions that we either love or hate. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I am the Midnight Raven. I am the bar hub, Mrs. Scrooge of 2025. I have always not liked Christmas, and this year will be no exception. Today we're looking at dumb traditions. Now, I'm sure some of you may have done these traditions within your life, and that is perfectly fine. Do not feel bad, do not feel guilty, but maybe stop. So let's take a look at some dumb traditions. We have a page here where we have 35 traditions we need to stop. So the first one would be controversial, and it is spending way too much money. So most people nowadays are trying to limit their spending throughout the year, and I think Christmas should be no exception. Some people will put Christmas on a credit card, be paying it for the next year. Some people remortgage their house to take out some equity. Some people just get into debt and then complain all year round that they're broke. Maybe, just maybe this year, live within your means for Christmas. Have a thrifty Christmas. Go to charity shops to get presents. Go to a cheap shop to get your Christmas dinner. I know it's not, goose fat potatoes, but even they can be cheap. Try and live a thrifty Christmas this year. I know it sounds bad, but you'll thank me for it in 2026. Another dumb tradition is tinsel. Now, tinsel has been popular since forever. But do we need tinsel now? I mean, tinsel is, it's not really eco-friendly. It falls apart. It looks tacky. Everyone and their aunt's Christmas tree has had tinsel since it was invented. Are we more modern now? Do we feel that we should have more eco-friendly Christmas ornaments, decorations? Should the tinsel be banned because it's a mess? How many people had tinsel and it all starts peeling off and falling off? How many people have had to hoover tinsel up? Have you ever tried hoovering tinsel? Your poor Henry Hoover ain't going to be thanking you for that. Okay, next bad tradition. Mandatory family activities. Yes, this is charades. Yes, we're talking about you, charades. The game that nobody wants to play, and Granny's like, come on, darlings, let's play charades. And you're like, no. Christmas bingo. Christmas pass the parcel. Nah. As much as I don't like Christmas TV, I also don't like Christmas games necessarily. But I do like Christmas games that I make. I used to do a Christmas quiz every year. This year I have some Christmas games, but it's the charades, Goldfinger. If you remember the bottom episode, Goldfinger. Or if you saw the Vicar of Dibley one where she did the jars instead of jaws. It can be funny, but no one is jumping up to want to play that. Non-stop Christmas music for 3 months, sometimes 4 months of the year. If I have to hear in August, there are problems throughout the world that need to be sorted. Now, Halloween, Christmas is officially, in my world, 1st of December. Retail is 1st of August. Don't get it. What's this thing with Summerween as well? Do not even get me started on Summerween, which is pre-Halloween in the summer. I know you have to make money, Mr. Corporate World, but no. And having to hear the same bloody songs for 4 months of the year, just in August, just stop, okay? Just stop. Family newsletters. Anybody did this back in the day? So a family newsletter was for an easy way for you to communicate with your families that you didn't see all year round, or who only made the trip once a year to come and see you at Christmas from like halfway across the country. And the family newsletter would go out with the Christmas cards, or you'd email it, and it would tell you everything about the year that had happened, every holiday you'd been on, what you had for breakfast, whether there were any babies, engagements, people moving houses. Philip had his kidney out, and it would give you an update. And you know what? No one cared. No one cared. No one cared that Jim, had his toenail removed in August. It was a way of communicating with your family. It was a beautiful little thing, I guess, but it just died out because now you could just text somebody all year round. Okay, you either love them or you hate them. Christmas caroling. Now, don't get me wrong. I love when the carolers go to care homes. Christmas caroling at care homes put a smile on an old dear's face. Perfect. Caroling round the villages. I've done this as a child. I felt embarrassed. I felt looked at. I felt judged. It just wasn't good. Okay, the amount of houses you would go to trying to raise money for charity and nobody would answer the door. You'd be cold, you'd be freezing, sometimes you'd be wet, you'd just want to go home. Caroling is okay, I guess. It's just where the caroling is. At your front door, no. In a care home with old dears, absolutely. Go carol, sing your heart out. Dressing up for Christmas dinner, getting on your Sunday best, matchy. Another goat for me is Christmas pajamas. All matching Christmas pajamas. Nah, not feeling that. Sorry. I like to be individual, and I don't feel that I need to dress the same as everybody else because, it's Christmas. You should be individual. The Christmas pajama debacle, and now we're dressing up for dinner with a bow tie and a waistcoat and your Sunday best. And you're all matchy. Even the dog is joining in. He's probably got a bow tie on as well. I think it's unnecessary. I mean, Jesus, you're in your house. But apparently it's the one day of the year you can get dressed up compared to every other day because, it's Christmas. Nah, sorry. Black Friday sales, or in this case, extended Black Friday sales. Now, I don't have anything necessarily against Black Friday. You want to go out and buy a TV, fine. But it's the fights. It is the trying to attack people for a TV you didn't know you wanted until 5 minutes after you walked in the store and went, oh, TV, 200 quid. Who's fighting over a telly? Fighting over the next Ninja blender. Like, come on, people. I know we have this animalistic want for a bargain. Don't get me wrong. In a car boot sale, I'm like a wild animal. But in a shop, half the time, you're picking up 2 or 3 of these TVs. You don't even have 2 or 3 rooms in your house that need a TV. It's the thrill of getting a bargain. It's the hype. And you don't actually need it. It's dumb. The amount of fights, injuries, and deaths that have been caused by Black Friday is like horrendous. Okay. Now we're getting on to tacky decorations. The inflatable decorations outside. The 10-foot snowman. The 10-foot reindeer. Do we need them? Are they tacky? Probably. I mean, Santa stop here. The snowman, if you saw the picture I'm looking at, he looks drunk. Do we need like massive inflatables, yards full of this stuff? I know we do it for Halloween, but technically people aren't coming into your house for Halloween. Christmas, I feel, is a bit more family orientated, which means like decorations inside, hence the tree, although I do have a Halloween tree. It's a bit more family orientated, which means it's a bit more to home. So I don't know about the whole tacky decorations outside your front door, making it look like a monstrosity. It's garish. The 50,000 twinkly lights. It's a bit over the top, and it costs a bomb to run that electric. Okay, the one thing that no one eats at Christmas that takes like 3 months to make is fruitcake. Who's having fruitcake for pudding? The poor old dears and the mums that make this cake, they soak it. They've done it for 3 months. I think it takes like 2-3 months to make this cake. The fruit, they soak the fruit. They make it. They sit it on the table. And you know who eats it? Absolutely nobody. Everybody is going for the jelly and ice cream. They're going for the massive, eaten mess. They're going for the Christmas pudding. No one is reaching for the fruitcake. As much as it looks nice and it's juicy and I'm sure it tastes really good, no one, unfortunately, is actually eating it. Now, Dumb Christmas traditions. Hoping for a white Christmas. Kids throughout the decades and the years and the millennia will always hope for a white Christmas because it's on so many Christmas cards that everybody has a white Christmas. No, they don't. In fact, a lot of people don't get white Christmases. They've never had a white Christmas. Some people barely even see snow, okay? It's like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. If you count the amount of times you see snow in your life, even if you live for 80 years, say, out of those 80 years, the chance of you getting snow in like 10% of those years are very, very small. In your entire lifespan, you may experience 10 white Christmas out of 80 before you die. It's a very rare occurrence. And putting so much time and effort into wishing for this and planning for a white Christmas, you know it ain't happening in the UK. You might get a tiny flurry of snow, but we're not getting the white Christmas that every Christmas card portrays. Unfortunately, it's just not happening. Another Christmas tradition, family Christmas cards sent to non-family members. Yes, getting together and making the obligatory family Christmas card in matching clothes, usually by a fireplace, standing in front of the Christmas tree, and sending it to everyone on the planet. Yes. Or the personal pet peeve of mine is all having a photo with matching Christmas jumpers. Doesn't it make you want to vomit? Yes, the obligatory family Christmas card by the fire in your matching clothes or in your matching pajamas or, dear God, in front of the Christmas tree or the obligatory family Disney picture. It's just, nah, come on, people. The imagination needs to run a bit more wild. Do something crazy. It's a bit like Halloween where they put all the kids in pumpkins and take pictures. It can become a bit boring. Now, a tradition which people love or hate is kissing under the mistletoe. Now, kissing under the mistletoe can be really good. You could find the love of your life under the mistletoe. Or you might have to kiss Philip, the photocopier guy at work. Now, both of these, they may sound good. I mean, I don't know, you might like Phil. But the awkward situation that mistletoe creates, where if it's hanging there and you look up and you're like, oh, shit. Now I'm going to have to pucker up. And then you look at who you're standing over and you're like, oh, no, it's Keith from printing. Yeah, I don't want to. And you feel obliged to kiss under mistletoe. It's like some kind of law. There's mistletoe. You better believe it. You're puckering up. Phil from printing is getting a kiss. You even have to kiss your nan under the mistletoe. That's not what it's for. Everyone and your aunt wants to kiss under mistletoe. Now, mistletoe, it may seem creepy, but it can be romantic with the right people in the right setting, like having it in your house, and every time you walk through and your partner walks through, you kiss, and it can be really nice and giving it a little bit of, romance between a couple. But I don't think it needs to go anywhere else but that. And this is part 1 of the Christmas dumb traditions we should maybe just stop. Join me for part 2 coming very soon. Also check out my 5-minute rants as well. They're going to be really nice this Christmas, as you can tell. But yeah, let me know some bad or dumb Christmas traditions that you've had to partake in. I do have another video planned with more dumb Christmas traditions because you know what? There are tons of them. I can make an entire series on just this. But yeah, let me know what you think. Dumb Christmas traditions. Which Christmas traditions have you kept? Which do you think are dumb? Let me know down below. Like and subscribe. Thumbs it up. As always, bah humbug from the Midnight Raven. And I will see you part 2 for dumb Christmas traditions very, very soon. Take care and have a really awful Christmas. Bah humbug to all. Bye, guys.